Okay, so imagine this. It's the middle of the night, precisely 3:18 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Your phone rings. It says unknown.
Yep.
You answer, obviously half asleep, and this voice, calm, totally emotionless,
I
says,
did not go to work today.
yeah, you have exactly 24 hours to change your future. We will call again at 3:10 tomorrow. And then just click, gone.
It's instantly chilling, isn't it? That detached quality.
Absolutely, it would just freeze you.
Yeah.
Good thing for prank,
Yeah.
right? But maybe something else. Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we are really getting into something strange, a story that kind of messes with your head about time and, well, reality itself.
We're looking at excerpts from the 3:17 a.m. calls, a timeline anomaly.
Exactly. It's this narrative about one person, Maya, who gets that exact call we just described, and her life just completely unravels, or maybe re-ravels.
Yeah, maybe. Our mission today is to unpack this whole sequence. It's a bizarre story for sure.
We want to explore what happened, step by step, and try to understand what it even means to be called an anomaly in a timeline that's supposedly recalibrating.
Right, it forces some big questions. So yeah, get ready. This one might make you check your call history.
So it starts just like we said. 3:17 a.m., known caller, that flat, non-human sounding voice.
Crucially non-human, yeah. That detail sticks with Maya.
And her first thought is, okay, prank call, weird prank, but still,
Or maybe a wrong number.
totally understandable reaction.
But something about it, the voice, the specific warning, it makes her hesitate. She decides, maybe partly out of just being unsettled, to stay home from work.
A decision that changes everything. Because then what happens?
Then 10:34 a.m., same day, news reports start coming in.
A gas line explosion at her office building.
Yeah, huge explosion. Destroys 3 floors.
Yeah.
And worse, her name is initially on the list of victims.
Until she calls in, proving she's alive because she listened to that impossible call.
I mean, talk about validation. How disorienting is that to get proof, like immediate proof, that this impossible warning was real?
It's world-shattering, really. It's not just luck. It's specific, actionable information arriving from somewhere impossible.
This immediately makes us question linear time. How can information about a future event be known before it happens and be delivered?
It's not just knowing, it's intervention.
Exactly. It forces you to consider a reality where information isn't bound by our normal understanding of cause and effect. It suggests something, watching, or maybe manipulating.
And, well, it doesn't end there. Not by a long shot.
No, the voice said it would call back.
And it does. Exactly 1 week later. 3:17 a.m. on the dot. Same unknown, no number, same voice.
The precision is unsettling in itself.
This time, the message is different. It says, you've survived event 1. The timeline has shifted. Prepare for event 2 in 7 days. Location, Central Station.
Again, incredibly specific, yet also vague. No why, no what kind of event, just location and time frame.
Maya must have been terrified. She said she felt like she was living in someone else's movie.
Yeah.
But the fear, very real.
And what can you even do? She tries the police.
Of course. And they dismiss her. I mean, what would you tell them? A spooky voice on a ghost phone told me something bad will happen.
Yeah, it sounds crazy. Predictably, they can't help. She also tries tracing the calls again.
Nothing. Still absolutely nothing. No data, no origin, not even a hint of where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Like the calls just materialize.
Which adds another layer of impossibility. These calls defy technical explanation.
So, event 2. Central Station. She avoids it, obviously. Steers clear the whole week.
Smart move, given event 1.
And on the 7th day, she sees it on the news. Another explosion. Central Station. Just as predicted, 26 people dead.
Oh, wow. So the prediction comes true again, just not for her because she heeded the warning.
Right. And this is where it gets even darker for Maya, isn't it?
Yeah, because now it's not just about her survival.
It's guilt. Crushing guilt. Why her? Why did she get the warning when 26 other people didn't?
It's a profound ethical burden. Was she chosen? And if so, for what purpose? Just to survive while others die in the predicted event.
What kind of mechanism is this? It saves one but confirms the deaths of others.
It raises serious questions about the nature and maybe the morality of whoever or whatever is behind these calls. If the goal is just her survival, why allow the event at all? Or is her survival the problem?
And that leads directly into the third call. Because this one, it's different.
Very different. It's not a warning this time.
No. The voice says, Maya, your choices have created a fracture. You are not meant to survive. You are now an anomaly.
An anomaly. That word is loaded.
And then her phone screen flashes a message. recalibrating timeline.
Just imagine seeing that.
She freaks out, understandably, screams, throws the phone. It goes dead.
But it's not just dead, is it?
No. She takes it to a tech repair shop later, and the technician is just baffled.
What does he say?
He says, there's data here, but it's not like anything I've seen. He says there's no manufacturer ID, no operating system. His exact words were apparently, it's like the phone isn't from here.
Whoa. So the phone itself is physical evidence of something else, something outside our known tech.
So what does this all mean? She's an anomaly. Her choices caused a fracture. The timeline needs recalibrating.
It implies a couple of really unsettling things. First, that there's a preferred or, let's say, intended timeline.
Okay, like a script.
Sort of. And Maya, by surviving, has gone off script. She's deviated.
She's become a continuity error.
Exactly. She's a paradox, an element that doesn't belong in the equation anymore. Her existence is disrupting this intended flow.
And the phone. It's like a tool from whatever system manages this timeline. A tool that's now malfunctioning or showing its alien nature.
Precisely. It's a tangible link, however inexplicable, to the source of the calls and potentially the mechanism controlling or observing the timeline itself. The recalibrating message suggests an active process is underway to correct her deviation.
Which brings us to the end of Maya's story, and it's profoundly disturbing.
It really is. What happens next is based on footage she herself recorded.
Right. That night, realizing something was deeply wrong, she checks into a hotel, locks the door, and she sets up her camera to record herself, maybe hoping to capture proof or, I don't know, leave something behind.
A final attempt to document the impossible.
And the footage apparently shows it, exactly at 3:17 a.m. again.
Always 3:17.
Video glitches. The hotel room lights flicker erratically. There's this low humming sound that starts, and then Maya just vanishes.
Vanishes, like just gone.
Poof, gone. In the footage, she's there one frame, gone the next.
Wow.
And the phone. It falls onto the bed where she was sitting. It turns itself on, and one last message appears on the screen.
Let me guess.
Anomaly deleted. Timeline restored.
Chilling. Utterly chilling. So, the system fixed the fracture by removing the cause?
That seems to be the implication. Maya was never seen or heard from again.
The finality is brutal. It suggests her survival wasn't the point of the warnings at all. Maybe the warnings were just tests or triggers.
Tests for what?
Maybe to see if she would deviate, to identify her as the anomaly. The purpose wasn't saving her, but flagging her for removal to keep the timeline pure or on track.
That's a horrifying thought. So the entity isn't benevolent, it's just maintaining order no matter the cost.
That's one interpretation, yeah. It acts like a cosmic sysadmin deleting a rogue process.
But here's the kicker. The truly unsettling part that lingers. That video footage, apparently it's still out there, online somewhere.
Okay.
And the comment section, it's filled, apparently, with people saying the same thing over and over.
What? What are they saying?
I got a call, too. 3:1 a.m.
Oh, come on. Really? Lots of them.
That's what the source material claims.
Yep.
It just opens up this huge, terrifying possibility.
That Maya wasn't the only one. That this isn't an isolated incident, but maybe a widespread, ongoing phenomenon.
Exactly. Is this timeline recalibration happening constantly to lots of people? Maybe most of them never even realizing they avoided something or were deleted.
It reframes the whole narrative. Maya's story becomes a single documented case of a much larger hidden process shaping reality. Are there countless near misses, warnings ignored, or anomalies silently removed that we never hear about?
So let's try to wrap our heads around this. We followed Maya's journey from the first call that saved her, making her question reality,
To the second call that burdened her with guilt and the knowledge of others' fate.
to the third where she's labeled an anomaly, a fracture in time.
And finally her disappearance, seemingly erased to restore the timeline.
It's a story that really digs into those deep questions about destiny versus free will, doesn't it? And maybe the stability of reality itself.
Absolutely. Is there a set path? Can we change it? And if we do, are there consequences we can't even imagine?
You've heard Maya's story now, but think about those comments, all those other people claiming to get the 3:17 a.m. call. So the question we leave you with is this. If you got that call, that impossible warning, what would you do? Would you listen? Would you dismiss it?
And maybe the more unsettling question, how would you ever know if your choice truly changed your future for the better? Or if you just flagged yourself as the next anomaly waiting for deletion?
Something to think about. Maybe the next time your phone rings at an odd hour.